we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 20. Check, 55, Mike. Yep. Watch the twist.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time. And the Steelers.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Open man is Switzer, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
I'm coming.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
49, check 49. Hey, on 133. Recon, 132 fighter. Shit.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hey, 220. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Room to run past midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Black 80.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dante Moncrief, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 30. Yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mayfield down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
First down, Mayfield. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And hurdling at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Samuels trying to run inside, but nothing there. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check 53. Ready? Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. Quarter.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. And this is Moncrief with a catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
180! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, me and you all day.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Browns first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's coming, double up. 26,
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 15. Real.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jannard Avery able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Come on. You better bring it. Check it out, Reed. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Flare. Run.
Mayfield on play action. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tyson Alualu able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. T.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Seibert's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 35-yard line. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, a give to Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Black 30. Snickers.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Black 80. Right here.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, 5. A big play that time out of Chubb. 86 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Running the jet sweep, Landry, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Set, 180. Come off the ball. Done. 198. Watch 98. Done.
Now Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt it.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Roethlisberger to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Down. 8, read. 55. Get your swerve on. A
run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Hunt. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he completes it to Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And the Browns' first down.
Got it. 55, Mike 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Get it.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Go. Just like that. Just like that.
Off play action. Stanton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Stanton, he's going to let it go. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Cybered on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Roethlisberger. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Black 20. Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Xavier Grimble. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check 43. Now.
They run again with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Look at me. Door. Slam. Sit up. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Big Griffin.
From the gun, Stanton. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And taken right at the 35. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 53, Mike. He can't hang. He's not gonna give me.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
180. Alert.
In your face.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Watch right. Army.
5.
And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.